Hallett Hawks to Community Circle. It is so good to be with all of you. Today's greeting will be American Sign Language greeting for good morning. And it looks like this. Good morning. We'll do that again. Good morning. This is the horizon. The sun comes up. Good morning. So, good morning, Hallett Hawks. Try that. For our share today, I wanted to talk to you about the month of March. The month of March is dedicated to Women's History Month. And I wanted to know about famous women in our U.S. history. And what I have learned is that Gwendolyn Brooks, who is a Black female poet, was the first Black author to win a Pulitzer Prize in poetry in 1950. She actually published her first poem when she was just 13 years old, and the name of the poem that she published when she was just a teenager was entitled Eventide, and I'm going to read it to you now. This poem is called Eventide by Gwendolyn Brooks, who is a famous Black poet who won the Pulitzer Prize, the first Black woman poet to win the Pulitzer Prize in 1950. Eventide. When the sun sinks behind the mountains and the sky is sprinkled with color, and the neighboring brook is peacefully still, with a gentle, silent ripple now and then, when the flowers send forth sweet odors and the grass is uncommonly green, when the air is tranquilly sweet and children flock to their mothers' sides, then worry flees and comfort presides, for all know it welcoming evening. Our activity for today is a little game that I would like to play with you called Taboo. And so the way that the game is typically played, you split up into two teams. You choose a person from each team to describe a word that is on a card, but you can't use the 5 words underneath it to describe the word. And the rest of your team has to guess what the word is. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the card. I'm going to blur out the word. And based on my description, you all need to guess what word I'm attempting to describe. So you're going to see the card. You're going to see the words that I am not allowed to use. And you have to guess the word that is blurred at the top based on the words that I cannot use to describe. So this first word goes a little something like this. It is something that you can skate on. When you skate on this kind of rink, you are wearing bladed shoes. You can get this kind of thing from a food truck if you were at Elitch Gardens or the fair. It comes crushed in a cone. What is the word? You guessed it. The word is ice. Let's try another one. So, when it is dark outside, you may see the celestial bodies sparkling when you look up. When it is dark outside, you might see the celestial bodies sparkling if you looked up. What is it? You are right! It is a star. Absolutely right. You all want to try one more? Let's try one more. At the end of a lesson or a unit that you have in class, you take this to show what you know. At the end of a unit that you have in class, you take this to show what you know. What is it? You're right! It is a test. You take a test. We end every community circle in the same way, with a morning message. And the message for today reads, Happy Friday, Hallett Hawks. This month, we will focus on our core value knowledge. We demonstrate knowledge when we understand and learn how to do something because of our experience. What will you be excited about learning today? With love, Mrs. Jefferson. You all have a fantastic Friday. See you again next Friday.